All right, all right. What's up, guys? How's everybody's day going? How's everybody doing today? It's almost hump day. We're getting there. We're getting there. Can you guys hear me good? Can everyone hear me? It's like the whole purpose of these streams. Can you guys hear me? Anushi, yo, what up? What up? Hi. Hello. Hey, how's everyone going? How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? What up, Mona? New channel logo? Yeah, I used Anushi's art there. I was just like, I need to change my fucking profile picture, man. I need to change it. Even though I love this one because it was given to me, like someone, it was like I literally had like 200 subscribers on my first channel, and someone sent me that. It was like the coolest fucking thing ever. But it's just time for a little bit of rebranding, guys. What up, Plude? Not much, man. Not much. Just thought I'd get kind of on a regular streaming uh thing because I actually like streaming, and fuck it, fuck it. There might be a moment where I have to like mute myself for quite some time because someone's actually coming to fix the heater. I've literally been living with no heat for the last 3 days, so that might be the reason why. So yeah, what you doing on Halloween? Probably just gonna chill, man. Usually I take my brothers out trick or treating, but they're getting too old now, so I think I'm just gonna hang out, watch some horror movies. I already got some candy, so yeah, we can hear you, little bro. Sick, sick. Yo, what up? Rye. I'm just gonna call you Rye. Doing fine. I have to head to sleep soon. Yeah, I've been trying to do my streams a little earlier because I understand a lot of you guys go to bed at like decent times, unlike me. So, the new channel profile picture. Thank you. It was art by Anushi. Why is your Twitch a different name? Lol. That's my old channel, and I haven't changed it yet. So that was my old YouTube channel's name. So that's why it's Call Me Cameron, not Plubius. I'm going to play some horror games on Halloween. Hell yeah, dude. You guys got to recommend me some good horror games because I haven't really been able to find any. Never too old for candy facts. But apparently you might be too old to trick or treat. Apparently some people have issues with full grown adults showing up at their houses. Even though I think that's bullshit. I think anyone should can be able to trick or treat. I mean, we already dress up in costumes if you guys have ever gone to like Comic Con. I mean, women literally get paid thousands of dollars to dress up in costumes. Like, what the fuck? Yet when I do it to go fucking trick or treating, I'm a creep. I'm a man child. It's bullshit. It's complete bullshit, man. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about some spooky stuff today. It's like fucking mid October. I watched fucking what was it called? The Terrifier. I watched Terrifier 3. It's a pretty good movie. Pretty fucking good, man. What's everybody dressing up for Halloween? I don't know. I have some like older costumes that I got from Spirit Halloween that I might pull out just for the sake because there's a couple kids in my apartment complex, so maybe I'll dress up and hand out candy or whatever. But I had dude this one year. I don't know if you guys know what Assassin's Creed is, but this one year I went to Spirit Halloween and got the Connor Kenway costume, and it was like $80. To be fair, it was kind of expensive. But that thing was fucking sick. I wore it to high school, like I wore it to school, and dude, I was the fucking talk of the school, man. I looked fucking sick. Like I don't know where I put it. I've moved several times since then, but I mean I'm sure it's. I even had like the Hidden Blade stew that I got off Wish.com. Have you ever tried Yomawari or Evil Inside? I've tried Evil Inside. I haven't tried Yowarmi or whatever that is. Maybe I'll check it out. I'm just gonna wear a South Park hat to work and cosplay and hand out candy. Yeah, dude. Honestly, honestly, Halloween is one of those seasons where I don't really do much, man. It's not like Christmas or like any of the other holidays where I'm like fucking busy doing everything. Speaking of horror movies, I have having a conversation with my nephew about some ideas about a future Nightmare on Elm Street movie. Yeah, that'd be sick, dude. Ever heard of Crackdown? I have. I've played it a couple times. Not really my game though. Not really my kind of game. Oh. shit. But yeah, I might have to at some point either end the stream early or mute it for a bit because yeah, I also love when you try to get someone to come fix it, especially when you're living in an apartment and your landlords never give you a specific time that they're coming. That's the worst thing ever. They're like, yeah, we'll be there in the afternoon. We'll be there in the evening. It's like, homie, it is the evening. Like, how am I supposed to plan out my day? You know what I mean? What's your favorite candy? If we're talking about chocolate, it would probably be like Buenos bars. I don't know if you guys have ever had those. Those are like the Kinder bars. They're actually pretty good. And my favorite candy would probably be Warheads. I don't know why, but I absolutely love Warheads. Oh yeah, absolutely. Just hear me out. What if Freddy Krueger was a mad scientist who performed brutal and violent experiments on children and died from an acid burn? That'd be interesting, man. I think you are onto something there. I think you are. I think you are definitely onto something with that. Dude, horror movies like nowadays have been so bland lately though. I watched Terrifier 1 and 2 last night. They were hella fun. Yeah, I just watched the third one after not watching any of them, and I was like mad confused at the start. But then I started understanding a little bit, and I kind of enjoyed myself by the end. One thing we can all agree on, circus peanuts are trash. Dude, I don't even, like, to be honest, this might be controversial. This might be the most controversial fucking take I'm ever going to say on this channel. I don't really like peanuts. I like whatchamacallit? I like honey glazed peanuts or like the glazed ones, but peanuts on their own are kind of trash. Also, mind you, I'm not really a big fan of peanut butter either, so. Also, how do you feel about the Cyrax thing? I mean, I haven't really looked into it. I watched it like 20 minutes or like 10 minutes of that video that you put in the Discord. I think it's interesting. I think it's surprised me how not more lol cows have tried to go with the VTuber route. You know, since I mean, I feel like a lot of lolcows have very distinguished voices. I mean, if Nova Online started talking to me, I would know it's a Nova Online. If Cyrax started talking, I would know it's Cyrax. If Jupiter started talking, I would know it's Jupiter. Like, but I'm surprised not all of them have tried to do the like anonymous VTuber route. I feel like it's an easy cop out, right? I had a few ideas for all new Batman story. Yo, send it to Warner Bros. Because I don't even know if they know what they're doing with Batman anymore. Thanks. Thanks. I think it can work. I mean, it sure can. I think the concept's there. Now you just got to figure out about plot, story, characters. But I mean, everything needs foundation, right? Sorry guys, I'm like freezing right now. My heating hasn't been working for the last 3 days, and it's been pretty cold lately. So I'm a little sniffly, which probably isn't a good thing. You know, sitting in my own living room right now, being sniffly. I remember when I was a kid, I used to like think about a lot of like movies that I would make. I don't know. I kind of like wanted to be a director when I was like really young because I like had a lot of really good ideas on certain things. I mean, I look back at it now and they probably weren't that great, and I feel like I was probably stealing it from something. Like, guys, wouldn't it be cool if there was these things called Terminators and they're robots that dress up that look like humans, except they kill humans? And I was like, oh yeah, that's already a fucking movie called Terminator. Yeah, I've been writing a Batman fan comic. It's going to be a completely different Batman. Hell yeah, dude. I love this new background you have right now. Yeah, dude, I actually really I don't know why, but I've been like really into like the 8-bit aesthetic lately. I don't know why. It's just like seeing 8-bit things just satisfy me so much. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna kind of like push my channel more to like this kind of lo-fi 8-bit style. So that's kind of the vibes we're going with. Cause you know my channel has always had the vibe of like chill and like vibey, cause that's just how I am. I'm a chill vibey dude. So like I don't know, like this whole 8-bit like design is just so sick. Like I think one of my favorite games on the PlayStation Vita was what was that, Hotline Miami, and the graphics in that game were just so beautiful, man. Sure, I'd love to see Batman movie as long as he's not killing people. Yeah, I think that's where they really fucked up with the Ben Affleck, because Ben Affleck was straight up murdering people, right? Like he had guns and shit. I think it's like really important that Batman doesn't kill people because it's like one of his biggest flaws is the fact that he doesn't kill people. Yeah, it works for you. It's really nice. Thank you. Just pray Warner Brother doesn't sue me. Oh God. Hopefully they're not like Nintendo. Jesus Christ. Good luck trying to make anything Pokemon related because Nintendo will be knocking down your fucking doors. Kind of reminds me of those 8-bit Japanese games. Yeah, that's kind of like the vibe, right? Like kind of these old style like 8-bit chill kind of vibey stuff. Like I really fuck with that. Like even when I was younger, I used to like really like a lot of 8-bit games. And I don't know, just like the whole vibe of like 8-bit just is so fucking vibey to me, dude. That's gonna be the word today, vibe, dude. Well, then you're gonna hate my Batman. I mean, people can do different variations of Batman. It's just like I think like one of the more interesting things about Batman is he doesn't kill. I think that's like kind of like the most interesting thing about him. Batman has definitely caused some deaths. Like you can't tell me none of those goons died for internal blood loss at the hospital. I mean, if we're really gonna get into like the philosophical nature of Batman, is the fact that I think like the fact that he doesn't kill is just his own moral compass, which is true. But I mean, you're literally fucking destroying these henchmen's arms. You're snapping their arms. You're breaking their backs. You're breaking their legs. Isn't that like a fate worse than death for some of these guys? Like, wouldn't it just be easier just for Batman to kill them? Like think about Joker too. Joker is in constant torment, right? That's his whole character. He's in constant torment, right? He's clearly sick in the head, but Batman just keeps fucking like arresting him and putting him in Arkham Asylum just for like Harley Quinn to break him out again. It's just this ever-ending cycle, you know, and it ended up creating Red Hood, which is one of my favorite DC characters ever. Are you talking about the Batman versus Superman movie? Yeah, yeah, exactly. No, like I thought Ben Affleck was a cool Batman. Like when I saw the test footage, I was like, "Fuck yeah, Ben Affleck's a big dude. He's got the fucking jaw. He's got the little button jaw. He would make a pretty cool looking Batman." And then I saw the scene of him in the desert, and he was just fucking murking people. And I'm like, "You're literally taking away the one cool aspect of Batman. Well, it's not cool, but the one interesting philosophical nature of Batman, which is his fact that he doesn't kill." Compared to other superheroes who have definitely killed. Like Spider-Man has killed, right? Like if you guys watch Avengers Endgame, he's just straight up killing those aliens. Yeah, they're aliens, but he's still killing them, right? But Batman, you know, there's some comics that he does kill. Like there are variants of Batman who do kill. Like that's their whole point of them being variants. But I don't know. I just think the whole concept of Batman not killing is like one of the biggest things about his character. Yeah, I'm going to get too much into detail about my Batman, but in his backstory, part of his training, he ended up drafting into the Navy SEAL. So yeah, my Batman uses guns and kills. Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, that seems like an interesting intro, like interesting concept. I think Warner Brothers have dropped the gun on a lot of Batman media. Like, why was the Joker the villain in Batman Ninja instead of Ra's al Ghul, the literal ninja? Because the Joker's more well known. Not much people know about Ra's al Ghul. Like, he's not the most popular Batman villain, and they're gonna go with the most popular. The one thing Warner Brother has been doing right so far is the new Batman. Like I like Ben Affleck or not Ben Affleck. I think my favorite Batman, and again this might be controversial, but my favorite Batman is the new Batman, whatever the fuck his name is, Edward Collins. He's my favorite Batman because he's like all detective and dude, I just like the detective nature of Batman. And the new Batman movies show that on full display. I don't get why people say Batman is responsible for the Joker. Is Joker is responsible for his own crimes? Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Joker is his own character, right? Like he is the one committing these crimes. The huge issue that comes with Batman is he literally just arrests him just for him to break out again. It's like that's like kind of the running joke is he arrests him, puts him away behind bars, and then he knows the Joker's gonna get out somehow, right? So at what point does it come to Batman just saying, you know what, I'm just gonna kill this guy? You know, and I understand his whole concept is if he starts killing, he's not going to be able to stop. It's going to be Joker, then it's going to be the Penguin, and then it's going to be all the villains. And then there's still one villain left, which is Batman. But dog, innocent people are dying. Like you literally have all your Robins are dying to Joker because he keeps breaking out. What's the point of locking him up if he's just going to break out again? I agree. I think Ben Affleck is a good actor too. They just ruined his character along with the Save Martha scene. Yeah, that scene was kind of cringe, wasn't it? Um, yeah, no, but like I said, the one cool thing about Batman is his moral compass. That being said, I disagree with his moral compass. I think you know I see where he's coming from, but at what point is it more egotistical than it is actually being a superhero? Being a superhero means you have to make the massive sacrifices, and if Batman had to kill the Joker, in my personal opinion, that's the ultimate sacrifice for Batman. You know, and he's gonna say, "Oh, well, if I kill a murderer, there's still a murderer out there. It's me." But it's like, okay, but you just killed a murderer who's killed thousands of people, hundreds of thousands. There's millions of people in some of the comic books, literal millions of people the Joker has killed. It was a few years, but a friend and I talked about a possible story where Batgirl fell victim to Scarecrow's fear toxin and was already so traumatized that she kept fighting, not knowing reality. Yeah, there's another. I watched a cartoon a while ago of Batman where he was under some sort of hypnosis and he somehow figured it out. It was actually really cool the way he figured it. It was like a zombie apocalypse, and there were real people. They weren't zombies, so Batman could have easily started killing all these zombies, but he wasn't because he knew he was hallucinating. Like that shit's so cool to me. Not just him, but Kristen Dunst as Mary Jane. Oh god, dude. Oh, dude. I mean, she wasn't terrible in the fucking Sam Raimi movies, honestly. Like Kirsten Dunst, like she's not the best actor, but like I don't know, dude. But I mean, she was good. She was really good as Mary Jane. It was just like I feel like she just wasn't like the full potential wasn't there. You know what I mean? She ended up teaming up with Scarecrow to fight the Riddler, who killed her lover and caused the original trauma. What's a good Batman story without teaming up with villains and killing people who or going after people that are giving you trauma? Yeah, Batman have insane willpower because if it was me, I would have killed the Joker. Like I don't really glorify killing the Joker, one of those characters that need to be gone. Well, yeah, I don't glorify killing either, but I understand how like what's the word like necessary evil. It's like sometimes you got to do evil shit to like you just got to do it, right? Like not everything in the world isn't black and white. Everything's gray, and sometimes you got to dip into that gray area to do what's right. And the problem with Batman and other superheroes that don't have like this whole killing concept is they're kind of selfish, aren't they? Like they have the whole concept of I'm not going to kill because that's against my moral compass. Well, sorry, you got to be the hero they need, not the hero that they deserve or the hero that they want. You need to be the hero they need. And what they need is someone to kill the fucking Joker because he keeps breaking out, right? Have you read the Batman Adventures on Webtoon? It's the Batman media since the original comics. I have not. I haven't really been keeping up with the Batman stuff. I used to read some of the comics back in the day. Like I really liked the Ultimate Batman or whatever it was called, like that whole cartoon. But I mean, I keep up with the games. Like I'm definitely not gonna get the VR Batman game, but I'm probably gonna watch someone play it because, dude, I love Batman, dude. I literally have a whole shelf filled with like Batman shit. And like I said, Red Hood is probably one of my favorite DC characters. Not only that, but one of my favorite heroes ever. Good old Jason Todd, bro. She was good. It's just the fact they made her character so insufferable and unbearable. And it's not just that movie. The PS4 games made her even more annoying. Yeah, that's the thing. If I remember Mary Jane from the comics, she was kind of like a sidekick to Batman. Like she was actually a really well fleshed out character. But in like the Sam Raimi, she's kind of just the damsel in distress, and she just causes like a lot of like emotional issues with Peter Parker, which he does in the comics too. But that's like the focal point of the movies, and same with the PS4 game too. But in the PS4 game, she's more of a partner, which I kind of appreciate. Yeah, recent day comic Batman created failsafe. Basically, it's Cyborg that's designed to kill Batman if he ever kills one of his rogues, and the robot's almost unstoppable. Batman for that. Yeah. I mean, the thing with Batman is he's always been like one step ahead, right? That's his whole thing. Is he's always ready for something to happen, right? He understands. He's kind of like Tony Stark, but like smarter. I would actually argue that Batman is actually smarter than Tony Stark. There's an arc right now in the comic where Joker broke out and Batman shut down everyone's operation, even taking Oracle offline for their own protection, so they go undercover to help him anyway. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I think like at what point do you just kill the fucking clown, right? Honestly, I like the Tim Drake Robin. Yeah, dude, I like Tim Drake too. I also really like whatchamacallit, the newer Robin, whatever his name is. Who's everybody's favorite Robin, by the way. Fuck, that's actually a really good. I would probably go with Tim, honestly. I think Tim's probably one of the best Robins. I think Tim is definitely one of the better Robins for sure. And I'm not just saying that because of Red Hood. Dude, Robin's such like an underrated character, bro. Like when I was playing Arkham Knights, like the game where you can like play as either like Red Hood, uh fucking Robin, Batgirl, or fuck, what's his name? The other guy, Nightwing. I picked Robin. I don't know why. I just thought it was fucking cool, man. Unpopular opinion, but I've never liked Robin. I liked when one became Nightwing, but Robin as a sidekick feels really cliche. I mean, to be fair, it is cliche. That's the thing. Robin was the generic sidekick, right, back in the day. But the reason why I like Robin is because like the whole concept that he'll never be able to live up to what Batman is, but he still tries, right? That's the thing with the Robins is they know what they're doing. They know the mantle that they're trying to uphold. And I think that whole concept is like cool enough to make them actually a pretty interesting sidekick. Depending on the comic, I got a soft spot for Damien. Yeah, dude, Damien's actually pretty cool too, man. He's definitely one of the most like overlooked ones for sure. Yeah, the thing is literally unstoppable. It's like Batman, but it doesn't need to eat or sleep. And like the thing literally beat the entire Justice League in the Bat family. Holy shit, man. What's the one called where it's like the Batman that smiled? Was it where fucking Joker takes over Batman or something and he ends up becoming like this huge supervillain that's like super powerful? Yeah, Damian Wayne's my favorite Robin. I don't know why people hate him. I just think he's funny. Yeah, I think people just think he's like kind of cringe, but he's not bad Robin either. Like he's the newest Robin, right? He's definitely one of the more generic ones compared to Nightwing and Red Hood and all the Robins that kind of moved on. Because like let's be honest, you can't stay Robin forever, right? There's only so many orphans out there that Batman can keep adopting, right? The Batman Who Laughs. Yeah, I was kind of reading into that kind of stuff because it's actually a really interesting story if you guys look into it. Like, not to mention the character design's fucking creepy. I don't know why, but like the Batman Who Laughs, his character's terrifying. Nightwing over Robin. Dude, Nightwing's just so cool, bro. I don't know if you ever played the Telltale games, but the end was very interesting where an ally kills Riddler and she enlists as a sidekick to redeem herself in the rest of your life. Not saying more spoils, though. Yeah, I watched the Batman Telltales. I don't know if I watched the entire show or the entire Telltale series. I got pretty far, though, because it actually was pretty interesting. Yeah, I think you're talking about Batman Who Laughs. If I remember correctly, the brother took Doctor Manhattan's powers. Yeah, he was like this massive villain at the end of it. Like he was like destroying galaxies and shit. And like the whole concept of like Joker and Batman combining is fucking terrifying. Like the brain of Batman and the fucking sick nature of the Joker. Imagine if Batman had the brain of Joker. Like it'd be fucking terrifying, right? He's so smart, calculated, like knows what he's doing with the crazy psychopathic nature of the Joker. Who's everyone's favorite villain? Like in comic books or just in general? Because in comic books, I want to say my favorite villain. Ooh, dude, that's actually a tough one, dude. Because I actually like I kind of find more interest in the villain than the superhero usually in movies. I mean, I would have to say like in the DC universe, probably Clayface because his whole backstory is actually really fucking interesting. But like in comic books in general, I'd have to go with Venom. Honestly, I think Venom's just such a cool villain. Also, about your comment about Batman being smarter than Iron Man, Iron Man is smarter than Batman, but Batman's more mature. I mean, you could say that. It's hard to like get a grasp because both of them have done fucking insane things. But I think tactical wise, I think Batman's smarter in that department versus Iron Man. But I think like technology wise, I think Iron Man might have Batman beat on that. But just like Batman is like he's like a super detective, right? Not only that, but he's also just really good with technology and he's also a strategist. Like he knows how to move in and take shit down, right? Like he knows what's up, dude. I don't hate him. I don't hate him. I actually like him. I don't like him at first because he killed Dick Grayson, but that's in the Justice League game. But other than that, he's yeah, exactly. Cine nuked her two responses. Kumo nuked his YouTube channel and deactivated his Twitter. Jar privated his defense video of Cine. Allegedly got outed for creepy degen shit. Jesus Christ, I'll have to look into that. In the Batman universe in general, yeah. Scarecrow, yeah, Scarecrow's actually pretty good too, man. Review Tech wiped his YouTube channel. Yeah, I saw that. It's all over lolcow and shit. Like that's actually insane. What was he being accused of again? Right? Like what was he being accused of? Reverse Flash Bro is straight up petty and diabolical. If you guys know, you know. Barry, when you came at just a girl's touch, I was actually jerking you off at supersonic speed. Like holy fuck. That's probably one of my favorite like Flash memes ever, dude. That shit's so good. YouTube might deplatform Synthetic Man. Oh, why? I know he's a complete fucking idiot. He's the guy who's like super like anti woke and makes. Didn't he make like a whole video crying about fucking how there's a woman in Space Marines? Fun fact: the Joker was based off an old movie called The Man Who Laughed. That's pretty cool actually. Frogan, Dennis, and Asman were banned from Twitch. Yeah, I heard about that. Frogan was recent though, wasn't she? DC, Killer Croc, Marvel the Lizard. Yeah, the Lizard's pretty cool too. My favorite villain is Doctor Doom from Fantastic Four Doomsday, the beast that killed Superman. The Doctor Doom is so underrated. I hope they do him in the Justice League in the new movies. Yeah, that'd be cool, man. Have you heard of the character called Darklaw? He's a combination of Batman and Wolverine from the Marvel DC crossover. No, I have not. He sounds cool though. He probably looks badass too. Because of hate speech. Yeah, I mean, I'm all about like my personal opinion on that whole thing is I'm all about freedom of speech, but platforms have policies, right? Like platforms, you're on their platform, you gotta abide by their policies. That's just how it goes, and you can't be out here spewing this terrible rhetoric comments about things like and if they like I don't disagree with Asmongold being banned. I think what he said was extremely fucked up. But like again, Frogan's out here saying the exact same shit, but on the opposite side of the spectrum, and she now gets banned. You know, I'm glad YouTube or I'm glad Twitch is at least keeping up with how they're treating people. Like this is obviously if Asmongold gets banned, obviously Frogan should get banned, right? You can't be wishing PTSD on fucking soldiers and then claim, oh, you're doing that because of their previous war crimes. Like she's just fucking retarded, bro. Ploob, I got a question. Who do you feel like is the face of DC and why? If you asked me like, I don't know, like 10 years ago, I would probably say Superman. But in recent time, I would probably honestly say the face of DC right now, just in terms of comic books and stuff, is probably Batman. Again, Superman is like the face of DC, honestly, but Superman isn't as popular as he was 10 years ago, right? Everyone's all about fucking Batman now. Batman is still one of the higher selling comic books in terms of like, actual like DC comic books. Obviously, in terms of comic books in general, manga is still like the highest selling thing, but I would say Batman honestly. That was kind of funny. Bro, imagine being so petty and obsessed with other Speed Force characters that you have to kill his mother. If that's not grimy, I don't know what is. Yeah. Dude, he's like the epitome of just like, why? Why are you fucking with me? Yeah, Doctor Doom is no punk. And speaking of whoever intellect confirmed to be smarter than Iron Man. Yeah, dude, Doctor Doom's a fucking threat. I can't. We're gonna see him in the next Avengers, but honestly, Hassan should be banned too. I agree with that. I feel like if you're platforming a terrorist, and also he hinted at like someone else assassinating Donald Trump, like that's not okay at all, bro. Free speech isn't freedom of consequences, and private spaces don't have to apply to that. Exactly. Like I think one of the most important things we have as humans is freedom, right? I will never argue against freedom. I think that's super important. We spend our entire life fighting for freedom. Like that's the whole thing, right? Is freedom to vote, freedom to you know be around your own country, freedom of this. And the fact that people are complaining that policies are in place is fucking stupid. Just because I believe in freedom doesn't mean I think you can go online and spew hateful speech against people. Like that's just not how it works, right? What did Asman say? I don't want to get like too deep into this because I don't want to like miss say what he said. he's talking about like the Palestine stuff like going on, and he said that their culture is inferior, and it's good that they're killing each other. Like again, don't take what I'm saying. I'm doing a quick summary. I could be completely wrong. I haven't heard the clip in quite some time, but he said who cares about like them killing each other and stuff, and that they're a garbage society anyways. It was really bad, and kind of like. That was, in my personal opinion, that was straight a political take. He didn't even think about human life or anyone who's actually dying in this war. He did a straight political take, which just didn't look good, man. It really didn't. Doctor Doom is just like Batman with his prep time, dude. Literally beat everyone. Like you pull up to his kingdom in Ladaveria, get ready for a fight of your life. Taskmaster 2 is like obviously from DC, but Taskmaster 2 is quite the competitor too when it comes to like pre-planning and shit. Wolverine is the X-Man, Batman is the Justice League. Exactly. If you ask me who the face of the X-Men is, it's Wolverine. I don't think anyone can argue that. Like it's clearly Wolverine is the star of the X-Men. And if you guys ask me who I think the star of like Marvel is, I would have to say Spider-Man. Like even though the default answer would be Captain America or Iron Man, I think Spider-Man is still the face of Marvel right now. Yeah, Doctor Doom might be smarter than Iron Man, but he also is arrogant as hell. Yeah, he's a villain. That right? Like he's at the end of the day, he's a villain. Both political sides chewing him out. Yeah, I think like when you just make a dumbass comment like that, you're gonna get chewed out from both sides. Like I'm fine with people opinionating their own political opinions, even though I think a lot of people are retarded. Like I honestly, if people ask me what my political affiliation is, I don't really talk about it because it's just not really what I do. But I'm gonna make a statement right now. Is I think if you're fucking far right, far left, if you're far anything, you're retarded as fuck. Because you only see things through a single fucking lens. You can't even think about what the other side has to say because you're so ingrained in your own fucking ideologies and policies. Like, just open up your mind a little bit. Like, if you come up to me and say that you're far right or you're far left or you're politically far right, I would say you're a fucking retard because that means you lack any critical thinking of seeing anything else than what you're seeing right now. And if you say stupid shit, you're gonna get chewed out from both sides. Yeah, Doctor Doom beat all the Avengers, including Hulk and Thor. He beat the Silver Surfer, the Fantastic Four in recent comic books I'm reading. He beat Ghost Rider. Yeah, that's what I'm really hoping in Doomsday, like the Avenger movies coming up. They don't fuck around with him. I really hope Doctor Doom is as strong and powerful as they try to make him seem in the comic books. Because if he's just some pushover Thanos wannabe, I'm gonna be fucking irritated, especially if they're bringing goddamn Robert Downey Jr. back. Oh damn, that's messed up. And he also stole the Beyonder's power and became God Emperor Doom. Jesus Christ. I actually like characters who have like lizardish or Serenian appearances. Characters like Captain America and Superman are basic as hell. Real people need heroes with flaws that you can relate to. We aren't perfect do-gooders. Yeah, like if I want the stereotypical fucking like superhero, Superman's the way to go. Even though I think his character is a lot more interesting than people give him credit for, he's the generic superhero who's strong and big and buff and does everything. And he obviously does have flaws, right? But if you want to look at an actual flawed character, look at Spider-Man or all these other characters that have actual flaws. Like Spider if you guys actually take the time, look up the worst shit that has happened to Spider-Man in the comic books and bro has been abused. Like he has been straight abused. It's actually insane. Honestly, my favorite X-Men is Nightcrawler and brother can literally teleport out of heaven. Yeah, dude, like same with Nightcrawler too. He's a fucking cool character, man. He's a cool ass character. He almost fucking killed the president in what was it, X-Men Origins or whatever? That shit was crazy. I mean, he's not the only one to take down the Avengers. Are we going to forget about the Ultron? Dude, Ultron 2 was such a cool villain, bro. Dude, I don't know about you guys, but I really like the speech that Ultron and Vision had at the end of that movie, where he's talking about how, like, just because something doesn't last doesn't mean it's not beautiful. And they're talking about how, like, he's like, don't you see the humans are doomed, right? They're doomed. And he's like, yeah, I understand that. They see chaos and whatever as difference when realistically they're all the same, and then he just fucking kills him, dude. That whole dialogue scene was just such good Marvel writing. What the fuck happened to the writers, bro? What happened to the writers who wrote that scene? now? Like, what's going on with the newer Marvel movies when, like, we literally have this thought provoking dialogue between two super smart entities that are created by humans who have to deal with human problems now, having a dialogue to fucking She Hulk twerking and, like, this newer Marvel dialogue, right? Doctor Doom has to top tier villain. His arch nemesis is the smartest man alive in comics. Yeah, exactly, dude. Doctor Doom is slept on quite a lot. Like the only reason I really know of Doctor Doom is from the old like Fantastic Four comics and stuff like that, and like some of the movies that they did. Oh my god, those movies were so fucking bad. But like you look at Doctor Doom now, and again, he kind of gets slept on. He's super fucking powerful. I saw people literally saying when they announced Doctor Doom as being like the next big Avenger villain, they're like, how? How's he gonna stand up to Thanos? How's he gonna beat Thanos in terms of popular villains? Dude, they don't know who Doctor Doom is and how actual fucking menacing he is. Oh yeah, Ultron was a menace. The original Superman couldn't fly. He had a really strong jump, but the original cartoon didn't have the budget or skill for bending knees, so they did still picks of flying. I think it's absolutely hilarious. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do back in the day, right? Gotta do what you gotta do. Damn, I forgot about the things that Spider-Man went through. Yeah, dude, he like one of my favorite Spider-Man comics and like characters in general, even though I think they fucked towards the like they completely destroyed this comic, is Superior Spider-Man. I don't know if you guys ever have the time or you're interested in Spider-Man. Look up Superior Spider-Man because the story is just so fucking good. A quick breakdown to like not like spoiler or anything. Basically, Spider-Man's like dying or whatever, and I think Doc Ock goes into his mind and like takes his body. And so Doc Ock is being Spider-Man basically, except he's killing people and he's calling himself the superior Spider-Man because he doesn't hold back. And he eventually starts getting the morals and the like memories of Peter Parker and eventually gives him his body back. Like it's just such a good fucking story. And honestly, the suit that he uses is probably one of the coolest Spider-Man suits next to the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit. Like it's so fucking good, dude. No, it's actually Mr. Fantastic or Moon Girl. That's the smartest. He is up there. I remember in the series it took the Avengers multiple episodes to take him down. Yeah, like he's a fucking menace, dude. Ultron stood on business. Facts. Being Spider-Man is better than the Thing. Guy's a rock monster except for one day a year. This finance left and he's stuck to Freak broke my heart. Yeah, dude, the Thing man, that shit's so sad, bro. There's some like really sad stories. Why don't you blame Disney? It's their fault Marvel has gone downhill. Yeah, facts. I mean, I do blame Disney for a lot of the reasons why shit gets still, because they just don't really care about their fans, honestly. I'm very centered where I sit with a giant bucket of popcorn watching the virtue signaling shift fest. I mean, if I have to be completely honest, my values more in line with a little bit more of the right because I agree with some more of their things that they talk about. But that doesn't mean I'm right. Like it doesn't mean I'm far right. I like to stay kind of centrist, but I do have opinions about things, right? Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit more right than not, and I'm sure you guys know that with my YouTube videos and how I talk about certain gaming stuff. Like I'm a little bit more right, but I'm not like fucking like Andy Pants Gaming and all these other fucking retards who have to complain every time there's a female in a fucking video game. Like that shit is so cringe, dude. Laughing at the retardation is a better stance. Exactly. Like the reason why I think it's so dumb is because there's a simple policy in the world, right? It's simple ideology, which is the world is black and white. It's not just good and evil. It's not you're right, they're wrong, right? Half empty, half full kind of situation. And if you go far right, far left, anything, or extremist this, extremist that, you're automatically a fucking retard. It's as simple as that. I think people who are far right are just as retarded as the people who are far left. I mean, it's just that simple, and I like to just watch them both just fucking eat each other up. So yeah, that brother is the king of took the throne. He's a master tactician with prep time. He can beat literal gods and spirits of vengeance and whatever the Beyonder. Doom is no joke. No, he really isn't. And again, like the amount of people who are like fucking saying that like, oh, Doom is such a pushover. Who the fuck is Doom? Who cares? W. Robert Downey Jr. I'm like, I really hope they fucking do him as good as they do in the comic books in this fucking movie. Cause holy shit, he's gonna be a fucking menace. I'm center right socially. Yeah, I'm around the same there. Hey, I'm Giggity Master. Oh, what's up, Giggity Master? What is that like the fucking Battlefield 3 profile, dude? That's sick. You think Doc Ock stealing Spider-Man body was bad? About what about Harry Osborn? Man literally hired two random strangers to pretend that Peter Parker's parents weren't alive. I know, dude. Like honestly, guys, if you really want to, look up some of the fucking Spider-Man stuff. Like, dude, he's it's like the whole Spider-Man universe is kind of fucked. I'm here from your Pair of Kings videos. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, that video kind of blew up. I didn't really expect it to blow up that much, but I appreciate you checking out my channel after. That's actually kind of cool. Ryan Reynolds is the goat. His movie he directed, Deadpool 3, gave us hope. People like him care. We don't see comic book characters as cash grabs. Yeah, dude. Like the new Deadpool movie was actually really good. Like, two of my favorite superheroes is Spider-Man, or well, it is Spider-Man, but is Wolverine and Deadpool. You know, and I think the fact that they finally came together in this huge Marvel movie, I don't think it revived Marvel, but I think it definitely gave us some hope for the future because Ryan Reynolds is meant to play that character, right? Like he is Deadpool. So yeah, it's cool. Ghost Rider or Daredevil? Ooh, that's a tough one actually because I like them both like quite a lot. I would have to go with Daredevil just because I honestly I'm gonna be petty right now. At the end of the day, it at the end of the day, it goes down to the costumes. I think Daredevil just has a cooler costume. And I know that's controversial because the fucking Ghost Rider literally can light his face on fire, but I don't know. I need you to tell me the process of that video right now. Right now, I said. Whoa, okay, bro. Okay, okay. So what I did is I found the video of whatchamacallit, Pair of Kings, and I just put the song over it, bro. That's literally what I did. That's the whole process. I put the song over Pair of Kings. I know it's crazy. You're so odd seeing Robert Downey Jr. ask Doctor Doom when he's playing as Iron Man. Honestly, though, I mean, I'm kind of interested in how they're gonna like canon that, right? Maybe they go to another universe to try to get Robert Downey Jr. and they end up bringing Doom back. I mean, I think Robert Downey Jr. is gonna be a good Doom. You know, like I think he could be a really good Doom. So I guess we'll see. I don't know, dude. It's I'm interested to see how they're gonna like make it make sense. I recall when Fox did Deadpool in 2009, they fucked up. Yeah, it was from X-Men Origins, right, or X-Men First Class or whatever. Yeah, I remember because I liked Deadpool. I didn't even know that was Deadpool. I didn't even know that was supposed to be Deadpool because they fucked him up so bad. And at the end, they did reference how he was gonna get his mouth like open again, and he was gonna kind of become Deadpool. But we never got that. Instead, we got a way better, way more thought out Deadpool. There's never going to be a correct stance on anything. Someone will always point out that you're wrong. Exactly. Exactly. You're exactly right. Even when you're actually on. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, it's the half full, half empty. Like you can literally have the same argument with someone and you guys could be arguing and you both could be right. You both could be wrong. Like that's the thing people don't understand. Everybody caught astray with Doctor Doom, dude. Even Thanos in the comics kept him on a radar. What is all the all the what is all time ops is the Fantastic Four. He really hates the Fantastic Four. Well, yeah, because the Fantastic Four are like the perfect ops against him, right? Like they're just like there's villains that are just set up to be villains for the hero, right? And Doctor Doom is just the perfect villain for the Fantastic Four. Even though the Fantastic Four aren't the only ones who fight Doctor Doom. My favorite Marvel superhero are Iron Man and Spider-Man. Facts. They are actually really cool. Yeah, Disney is too busy making shitty live action movies. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what the fuck that new fucking the new one is. It's just I don't know if you guys have seen the ad for the Rachel Zelliger fucking was it Snow White. It just dude, it looks so bad, man. Just leave the classics alone. Oh, and fun fact, Daredevil can actually resist Ghost Rider's penance stare. People who are actually blind can resist it. That's actually pretty cool. Have they ever actually gone against each other in the comics? Iron Man versus Doctor Doom, they bring Iron Man back. We'll see. I don't know. They might bring Iron Man back. I don't know. I feel like that would kind of be pointless because his whole sacrifice was one of the best sacrifices in the Marvel or even like cinematic really like in general like his whole I'm Iron Man and he fucking flicks his thing. I think that was really cool. Right? Call me a nerd, call me whatever. And then just to bring him back seems like I don't know. Do you like The Boys and Invincible? I really like The Boys. The newest season wasn't the best. I'll be honest. I never gave you guys like a full review about it, but I never actually seen Invincibles. I'll be honest. I haven't actually seen the Invincibles. I probably should though, because I heard it's actually really good. Oh, and speaking of Ghost Rider, you think Spider-Man has a worse life? Read a Ghost Rider comic, especially Johnny Blaze and that brother. It's just the definition of bad luck and literally cursed. Yeah, I'll have to check out. I've never really looked into. I had when I was a kid, I had a Ghost Rider figurine because I just liked how he looked. But I might actually have to look into like the Ghost Rider like comic books and stuff. Hey, Pluvius, hope your Tuesday's going well. It's going great, Little Roast. I hope you're having a good week too. It's going pretty good. I'm still waiting for a individual who's supposed to come fix my heater. So we'll see if they even show up. And if they don't, then they're probably going to come tomorrow. And hopefully it's not when I'm streaming tomorrow. I mean, Doctor Doom is disfigured and he wears a mask 24/7. I think it could work and make sense. It could. I mean, we'll see what happens. Honestly, I'm excited to see how they're going to canonize Iron Man being back and as Doctor Doom. Love the new profile pic. Thank Mr. Gamer. Anushi did the art, and I was just like, I kind of need to revamp my profile pic a little bit. I heard about it. I thought the live action Mulana movie was okay though. Yeah, I heard it was like visually really pretty. I didn't watch it. I haven't really watched any of the new stuff. Like I watched an hour of the Peter Pan one, and holy fuck was that movie bad. It's not even like a woke stance. It was just a bad movie. The writing was bad. The pacing was bad. It made no sense. I don't think Iron Man isn't going to come back. He might. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I know they're trying to introduce like the new like young Avengers. Like they have Ironheart and fucking what's his name? Clinton, whatever his name is. Hawkeye. They have his daughter coming up. She-Hulk's the new Hulk. Like they're kind of introducing the new young or new Avengers that are going to be coming up. Um, so I don't know. I don't think they are going to bring Iron Man back. But guys, honestly, some of you guys know what I'm talking about here. I'm surprised they did not make the next Iron Man that little boy. You guys know what I'm talking about from like Iron Man 3, right? The little boy in the shed who like talks to Iron Man and he's like super smart and knows what he's talking about. How is he not going to be the next Iron Man? That seems like a massive flop. Like if they're going to do Iron Man again without Tony Stark, make it that little boy who's probably like what? He's got to be like a teenager now, right? But instead they're gonna do the his daughter. This just makes no sense. Nicolas Cage comes back as Ghost Rider, dude. Imagine. Do you know what's crazy? The last time Nicolas Cage was in a DC movie was The Flash, because he played. Spoiler alert, even though this movie's like fucking 4 years old. Nicolas Cage gets a cameo as Superman, which is the fucking coolest thing I think I've ever. That was the only reason why I like that movie. Yeah, Ghost Rider has to love-hate relationship because he wants Daredevil's name, and they fought twice. I think Danny Ketch, the writer from the '90s, fought him, and also Johnny Blaze fought him. Really, that's crazy. Technically, Phineas and Ferb are canon to Marvel. They teamed up. That's actually insane, dude. Everything's technically canon to Marvel because they open up the multiverse. When it comes to open discussions on YouTube controversies, what different perspective intrigues you the most? Um, I don't know. I think people who I think like in terms of perspectives, I think the thing that interests me the most in YouTube controversies is the people who use the evidence the most, right? And aren't like so opinionated, like people who will cover a allegation and just stick strictly to the allegation and not be biased, right? Like say Dream gets accused of grooming a minor again or something, and instead of just like saying he groomed the minor and this is what they said, they start the video off with saying these are just allegations, this is the proof, this is the counter proof, and post it. I think that's what interests me the most. Obviously, I've given opinionated things about certain things, but in terms of me like watching content, my favorite thing is seeing people stick with the facts. And then when it comes to like political stuff or like gaming controversies or anything like that, usually I'll listen more to the opinionated mind because when it comes to gaming, obviously facts aren't always the best thing. Like just because it has nice graphics doesn't mean it's a good game. So when it comes to like controversies in terms of gaming or YouTubers, I like to go with the YouTuber who provides the most facts and most well thought out video. But in terms of gaming and other like morally or other moral like controversies, I usually watch the people who I disagree with, and then I'll watch the people I agree with because I always kind of want that like disagreeing mindset, and then also I'll watch something that I agree with just to really get both perspectives, right? I love how the stream shifted to superheroes. Yeah, this is usually what happens when I don't really have anything planned. Because there's not any like big drama to talk about. Like there's the little things here and there, but I kind of like these streams where we just kind of talk and just kind of go off. the record and just like talk. And by the way, I am gonna be keeping all these streams up just so you guys know. So if you miss the stream, they're gonna be up, right? Like I'm gonna be keeping all my streams up from here on out. So Ironheart, yeah, it's the new like YouTube Disney Plus or not YouTube. It's the new Disney Plus like Iron Man thing. What do you think? What do you think creating of clones mods in games like duplicating the same character to fight the opponent? I mean, it's cool. I mean, I don't really see a problem with that stuff. Oh yeah, and Ghost Rider is definitely a must read. There's so much lore and it goes way beyond just Johnny Blaze. Because there's way more Ghost Riders. Another character you get lost in the lore. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. Right now, I'm been focusing on in terms of comic books. I've been looking into a lot of like the older Batman comics in terms of like what I actually kind of want to read. But yeah, I might check Ghost Rider out because I used to watch like the old Nicolas Cage movies and stuff. Yeah, there's three main Ghost Riders. There's Robbie V. Reyes. He's the one with the car. Danny Ketch is a semi-retired Ghost Rider. Andy is also Johnny Blaze's biological brother, and then the Johnny is the OG. That's sick. I'll honestly, guys, I'll probably look into that stuff because Ghost Rider is actually pretty cool. Ploops Chats W. Yeah, honestly, I don't even want to like be like arrogant about this. I think I probably have one of the best chats out of any streaming, right? Like you guys aren't just spewing bullshit. You're listening to each other. No one's fighting in chat. Everyone's like, saying what they think in the like you guys honestly are the best. Like live streaming with a chat like this is one of the easiest things in the world because I never really have to think about what I have to say because you guys just give me topics. You guys just talk about things you enjoy. Like honestly, it's probably one of the better chats ever. Like honestly. Magneto is a freaking OP dude, controls all metal. Dude, Magneto too could shift. He literally can shift the poles on the Earth, right? He can shift the magnetic field of Earth. Dude's actually on a whole nother level. And he's like the main op to fucking Wolverine. Really hoping for more Resident Evil when you come off the Rage hiatus. Yeah, I was thinking about reinstalling it. I don't know, dude. I think like taking a break from that game is good, especially if I plan on doing all the Resident Evils on hard. But I don't know. Maybe I'll stream it on Twitch. The whole issue is like not a lot of people go to my Twitch streams compared to my YouTube streams or my YouTube like channel in general. So it kind of makes me hard to want to stream because like no one's really there. But maybe I will. Maybe just for you, Anushi, I'm probably gonna hop back on. Speaking of games, you should play Until Dawn remake. I heard it's not very good though. I heard Until Dawn remake isn't very good because I watched Dashi play Until Dawn the original one and it was really good. I thought it was like it was a bit cringy, it was a bit cringy, but like there was some good moments. And I like the whole concept of like you can literally have this character that you have an attachment to and you can just kill them in an instant just because you're a fucking idiot. Is that his daughter? I think so. I'm not really too sure about the lore of Iron Hearts because I don't really care. I don't really care about Iron Man that is an Iron Man, but CoffeeZilla finally called out Andrew Tate for his crypto scam. Yeah, I've been keeping up with the drama on Twitter. I love how people are taking. I love when it comes to CoffeeZilla, everyone praises him, right? Oh, you're the best journalist. I love what you do. But as soon as he exposes them, they like flip a dime and go, you suck. You're not a real journalist. And Andrew Tate is just one of them, dude. In the DC Marvel crossover comics, Ghost Rider and the Flash combined and become the Speed Demon and Flash beat Quicksilver. That's crazy. Tate had a gigantic Spurg. Yeah, I saw the meltdown, bro. I forgot about Magneto. He's pretty cool. Yeah, he's pretty cool, honestly. He's pretty cool. He leaked CoffeeZilla's email address and his Dick Rider spammed the Jesus Christ, man. Fucking Andrew Tate. He hops on the whole red pill, blue pill, fucking orange pill, green pill thing. And then he tried selling a fucking course to kids to like get girlfriends and shit or like to make money. This guy's a fucking joke. Have you ever heard of Cosmic Ghost Rider? I have actually. That's like one of the only Ghost Riders I actually know about. Speaking of Resident Evil, my sister bought me Resident Evil 0 and 1 for Christmas a couple of years ago. I never beat them. I don't know. I've never played Resident Evil 0. I've played through Resident Evil 1 because Resident Evil is actually like Resident Evil 1's actually pretty fun if you can get over like the whole shitty camera angles and shit. But like Resident Evil 0 I never really cared about. Logan Paul glazed CoffeeZilla then sues, bro. Yeah, I heard about that too. He's like, "Oh, thanks to CoffeeZilla for holding me accountable." And then he says some shit that Logan didn't like, and now Logan's trying to sue him. Andrew Tate is out of jail. Yeah, I believe so. I believe so. I think he's just on watch, right? I shouldn't say he's the best journalist. I mean, he's not the best journalist, but I'm just quoting what the people have said, right? Like that's what people say. They're like, "Oh, he's the best journalist. Oh, he's the best. He's so good." I mean, he's gotten stuff wrong, like the KSI situation. He was kind of wrong about that. I think KSI at the end of the day was just an idiot. He didn't mean to like pump and dump, but like he's wrong about some things. When I first played the original, only Jess and Emily survived. I was such an idiot. Yeah, I mean I was watching Dashies, so he got a few of them killed. But that's kind of the fun of the game, though, right? Like it's kind of the fun of the game is getting people killed. I wish DC would give other characters a chance. I feel like we get a million different Batman and Jokers. Like, what about Green Lantern, Booster Gold, Zatanna? I'm a Batman fan. I'm just saying. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. I feel like a lot of like really cool like superheroes and villains don't really get talked about as much as they should. But that's also just because of marketing, right? Like making a comic book about a B-list character in DC wouldn't sell as much as Batman or one of these other like A-tier superheroes, right? So that's why they don't do it. I agree though. I think they should. But I can kind of see from a selling standpoint that they don't really want to like, especially since comic books aren't really selling that well right now, and Marvel movies and like superhero movies too are dying down a little bit, aside from like obviously Deadpool and Wolverine. But your most normal superhero movie probably isn't going to do as well as it did like 10 years ago or 5 years ago. So I can kind of understand why they don't. I mean, it would be cool to get another like Ghost Rider movie or like, a one of the smaller characters, but basically it's Punisher, Frank Castle, and Ghost Rider and Silver Surfer's power. I know, like it's fucking insane. I remember the design of his character. Not gonna lie, Cameron, I listen to your videos when drive to and from work. Hell yeah, bro. I hope I can make your drives a little bit more bearable. I beat Resident Evil 2, but it's been a while. Yeah, I was, as Anushi was talking about, I'm trying to beat Resident Evil 3 on like the hardest difficulty, and I'm struggling, man. I'm struggling. I'm really struggling since that is one of the games that has the most boss fights, and it's tough. It is tough. I hate EDP. Welcome to the team, buddy. You're gonna be well loved here. We all hate EDP. I don't think I hate anyone else more in this world than EDP, honestly. I know no one's the best journalist, but yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's just like that's just how people call CoffeeZilla. I think he's messed up in the past, and he could do a little bit of better like journalistic integrity and work like that. But I mean, he's not bad. He's exposed a lot of really big crypto scams, which I can appreciate because crypto scams have been like one of the biggest scams of the last like couple years, right? So it's good that there's a YouTuber dedicated to exposing a lot of these scams. But that being said, you have to be super careful, or else you get like, a retard like Logan Paul trying to sue your ass. Kashula is a super cool Ghost Rider. She's a Native American, and she became Sorcerer Supreme in her time to get, in her time to try to get rid of the Ghost Rider's curse. Make no mistake, being a spirit of vengeance. And yeah, no, that's cool, man. I'll have to look into a lot of the Ghost Rider stuff. I tried playing Resident Evil 1, but I'm not smart enough for the puzzles. I still have it installed, and I tried it almost 2 years. Yeah, dude, some of those old puzzles, like in Resident Evil 1 and stuff, those puzzles were brutal. Like, those are the kind of puzzles you have to look up guides for, which is kind of crazy because, like, back when it got released, guides weren't really a thing. Same. Speaking of which, I was playing Little Hope plus House of Ashes. I got everyone killed in Little Hope, and I got almost everyone killed in the Ghost of Ashes because I kept pressing the wrong buttons. Yeah, dude, it sucks. Like a quick time event happens and you just press the wrong button and it's just dead. But I like that. I kind of like being on edge and like wanting to save all of them. But to be fair, and I don't want to get into too many spoilers, when it comes to that one game Anushi mentioned, what is it called? Until Dawn, those characters kind of sucked. Like at the very beginning of the game, you realize that these are not good people, and they're kind of shitty, and you kind of feel for the villain, right? You kind of have sympathy for the villain at the end, which I thought was pretty cool because at the end of it, I was like, okay, this guy, he has a reason why he's doing this, right? I'm not saying it's justified, but I'm just saying there's a reason why. There's a motive, and I understand the motive, right? So, there were some parts in that game where I saw a character die, and I'm like, you know what? Eh, eh, Not so bad. Not so bad. I like all the Batman content. I just want more of the Joker too. Like we get it, Joker is a dangerous clown, but there's a whole cast here. Yeah. Yeah, and honestly, the last Joker movie I heard, I'm not gonna say it's bad because I haven't watched it, but I heard Joker, like the newest Joker movie, wasn't very good by quite a lot of credible people. Anyone got Silent Hill 2 remake? I do not because I'm on Xbox, but I was watching Penguin Zero play through it. It looks good, man. I haven't finished it. I think I'm at the hospital part. It looks good, man. I like the sound design. The sound design is probably one of the best sound designs I've heard in any horror game. Not the yeah, I've played through the original Silent Hill 2, which I heard it's like fucking $200 now just to get a copy of that game. So I'm gonna hold on to mine. Other superhero movies are flopping because studios put no heart into them. Think about it. Before movies like Iron Man and Deadpool, most people didn't know about who the heck these characters are or care. Yeah, it was really Iron Man who kickstarted the whole like superhero genre, like because that movie was just so good and successful. But I agree, a lot of studios just don't care. I mean, there's literally studios out there who are making superhero movies and video game adaptations and say, "Don't look at the source material. Don't look up comics." It's like that's so lame. Like I hate to bring up this example because it actually really pisses me off, but Henry Cavill as The Witcher, right? This guy was born you talk about characters who are born to be a superhero or play a character. Henry Cavill is Geralt, right? He plays The Witcher so fucking good. But he decided to leave the studio because they're going so off the books. They're going into their own lore, which is fine. But when you completely disregard the source material and start making up your bullshit, don't expect the diehard fans to stick around. Henry Cavill was just an example of all of us who watched The Witcher leaving the company. We did not want to watch it anymore. I haven't even watched the newest Witcher season, and I'm not even gonna watch the one with what Liam Hemsworth. Don't get me wrong, I think Liam Hemsworth would be a pretty good Geralt too, but I just don't care anymore. Why should it? Like I love The Witcher. The Witcher is one of my favorite franchises. It's one of the only franchises that I've actually gone on my way to read the books for, right? And so when Henry Cavill disabandoned from them, I left too. Because why the fuck would I want to watch something when I'm an OG Witcher fan, right? Like it's times like that, and also that's why Henry Cavill is a huge W. That guy's an amazing person. And if you thought Ghost Rider were bad, if you thought Ghost Riders were bad, wait till you read DC Spectre Stepbrother is the definitive spirit of vengeance, and even Superman is scared of. Oh, really, dude? I'll have to look into that, man. You guys are giving me a lot of stuff to like look into tonight. Oh yeah, I never trusted crypto anyways. Yeah, I don't really fuck around with the crypto stuff. First of all, I'm not knowledgeable enough to even get involved with crypto, but like even then the whole concept of crypto is just baffles me. Need more anti-hero movies like Spawn or The Crow, Brandon Lee's Not the Pigeon with Bill Skarsgård. Dude, The Crow was so good. Yeah, I agree. I think we need to have more superhero movies that like show that the heroes aren't always this like stereotypical I'm here and I'm going to protect you. Like show us some of the more gritty ones. Like we should get, right? And you guys can agree with me, chat. You guys can agree with me, you can disagree with me. We need a standalone Red Hood movie that follows all the way from when he was Robin to when he's being abused and tortured by Joker to becoming this vigilant Red Hood with the acrobatic nature of Robin, but the mindset of a fucking villain. That's what we need. I would pay so much money just to get a Red Hood standalone movie, but it's not going to happen because Red Hood isn't as popular as Batman or these other characters. Excuse me. If the greedy, soulless corporations gave a shit about anything other heroes and villains, many other characters would get popularity. Yeah, exactly. Like these studios just don't give other characters a chance. Like I understand from a financial standpoint, going with a Batman comic is a better option than going with like a Ghost Rider comic, right? But at the same time, if they made more Ghost Rider comics, if they made more heroes into the like limelight, they would probably build a pretty amazing community. They would probably build a pretty popular DC universe. But when people think DC universe, they think, oh, obviously Aquaman, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Cyborg, The Flash, but they don't think of any other character. They don't think of any other characters. It's so annoying. What about the girl named Sam? I thought she was okay. What are you referencing? Oh, crypto scam? The villain was super sympathetic. I still don't think he's a true villain. I think he's just kind of fucked up in the plan due to unforeseen circumstances to a literal monster. Yeah, and I think that's what the game did really well is you knew there was a villain, right? He was obviously doing villainous things, I would say, but you never knew if like he was the true villain. And later you find out that there's like the Wendigos and shit like that. So I mean, it makes sense. But I thought he was a cool character. Plus, I like the actor. What's his name? He was in Mr. Robot. He's a really good actor, and I thought most people who were in this game acted really well. I thought the performances were really good, even though again the dialogue was a bit cringe. But I thought he was one of the more sympathetic villains. Johnny Blaze is the most powerful Ghost Rider, though his spirit of vengeance, Zeroth's, isn't jokes. It's actually got a mind of its own, and it takes the Avengers and the X Men. So the X Men or a pissed off Thor to beat him. That's actually really cool. Also, can we talk about how awesome the first Joker movie was? It did a great job making us feel sympathy, especially with most of us being working class. Yeah, the thing I'm going to say, because I went to the movie theater and watched Joker, I thought it was a fantastic movie. Like, there's really no gripes with it. Do I think it was a Joker movie? Not really, because I see Joker as kind of the stereotypical comic book clown, right? Like, I'm glad they gave him some life. I'm not going to spoil anything about Joker 2, but it wasn't really a Joker movie. You know what I mean? Like I understand the whole societal norms and pressure of being someone who is mentally ill and stuff like that. But I looked at the scenes. I didn't really feel Joker. I felt a mentally ill man who dressed up as the Joker. But I thought it was a good movie though. You know what I mean? In terms of a Joker movie, I don't think it was great. But in terms of a movie that talks more about mental health and like societal pressures and stuff like that, I thought it did a really good job. I thought Arthur was a really good character. Guys, we really need a new Hulk movie. Yes, but don't have fucking what's his face playing Hulk. Like, oh my god, I hate the new Hulk, bro. Like that shit pissed me off when they fucking combined Bruce Banner and Hulk to be like Smart Hulk. Oh my god, it fucking pissed me off. The coolest thing about Hulk is the fact that he is just a fucking monster, dude. He is just a fucking monster, and they're just like, yeah, he's smart now. He's Smart Hulk, and he barely Smart Hulk barely fought. He barely fought in the newer ones. Like, did he even fight in Avengers? No, he just kind of. Oh, dude, did you know that Gerald Jones, one of the writers for Green Lantern, was arrested for possession of CP? Doesn't surprise me. That's actually insane, dude. The Marvels or the Flat? Yeah, that's gross, man. Yeah, so Johnny Blaze loses control of Zeroth's, is almost unstoppable to beat literally Avengers level threat. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, there's all these really cool characters that could be villains, but Marvel just does not want to put them in the movies because they don't sell. It's so irritating, bro. Yeah, the Spectre is literally as close to God as you can imagine. DC's Spirit of Vengeance is always, instead of Marvel's Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance. Yeah. A movie about a character like Metro Man. Why does someone with powers automatically have to be a superhero? What about the struggle just like normal the whole time? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, just give us like an anti-hero story that where the hero isn't always so up and mighty. Like, don't get me wrong, I love My Hero Academia. I love it to death. It's like one of my favorite animes. But like sometimes when I like watch Deku and All Might, I'm like, it's just these guys are so generic sometimes. Like, I'm here and you know saving you with a smile and all this stuff. When it's like, give me a realistic hero who kills and has emotions and is like what the people need, not what they want, but what they need. You think that people would stay away from crypto after people like Boogie and Logan? Yeah, but people are stupid and they buy into the whole like future of crypto and shit. It's just like you can't fix stupid. Or was Forrest Gump say stupid is as stupid does? Batman no kill rule is dumb. Sometimes you need kill pip. Exactly. But like I said, that's one of the coolest parts about Batman is his whole no kill rule. That's just one of the cooler parts of him, his whole moral background and how like he's actually kind of a villain because he doesn't kill. Right? His actions subsequently get people killed because he doesn't kill. Right? And again, I don't think Batman killing Batman would just think the fact that Batman doesn't kill just makes him kind of an interesting. Jensen Ackles as Red Hood live action, he voice acted. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You guys understand the vision. Just like give us a good Red Hood movie. where he's just like, it's bloody, rated R. We see the torture scene that Joker put him through, so we can really feel why he's a fucking vigilant, how he's an anti-hero now. Show Batman, out looking for him and trying to find him, but he can never find him because the Joker said he killed him. Like, give us that shit. Imagine the feels you would feel from Batman thinking that he just lost another Robin, right? That he couldn't save another Robin. I want to see that in a fucking Red Hood movie. But of course, we're not going to get one because DC fucking hates us. Do you remember when Joker drug and tortured Tim Drake into thinking he was his son? Yeah, dude. It's shit like that. That's what makes Joker the Joker, right? It's these like manipulative games how there's no line he doesn't cross, but he has this weird symbiotic relationship with Batman. It's so interesting actually. Well, I'm heading to bed. Yeah, thanks HC Gaming for stopping by. I appreciate you coming in and having a chat and just hanging out. You make these streams a lot better, honestly. But yeah, you have a good night, man. Enjoy your day tomorrow. Yeah, the superhero with the most potential though is Quicksilver because his sister Scarlet Witch is Nexus being, and he actually has the potential to being just as powerful as her. Yeah, dude, I like Quicksilver too, man. Like in the X-Men movies, like the like the newer ones aren't as good. Don't get me wrong, but I thought Quicksilver's such an underrated character, bro. Especially, dude, especially his scenes in X-Men Origins, the sweet dreams are made of ease, and he's just going around saving everyone. That shit was so sick, bro. That's probably one of my more favorite scenes in that shit. What's up, motherfuckers? Yo, what up, Dax Axe? What's up, brother? Yeah, the dialogue was cringe, but I think that was intentionally. The behind the scenes shows that they were basically the story off, were basic the story off all those really generic horror games. Yeah, or horror movies. Yeah, I kind of see that. I kind of see them like basing the dialogue and how the characters act off like generic horror movie cliches. But like I said, some of the dialogues was like, dude, fucking Jesus Christ, some of the dialogue was so bad. We need a Hulk World Breaker movie. Yeah, aren't they bringing aren't they planning? I don't know if this is confirmed. Aren't they doing like a Hulk World movie? Because they introduced Hulk's son in the end of whatever movie it was. Was it Avengers Endgame? I don't know. There was an end credit where they show Hulk's son. So I think they're doing like a Hulk World movie. So that'll be good. Joker 2 fucking sucked. I mean, a bunch of people relate to this character when you make a fucking musical when he gets R-worded. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have opinion because I haven't seen it. I don't really like talking about movies I haven't seen. Like I don't like reviewing them. But from what I heard, based on the plot line and the end scene, it sounds like it's a piece of shit. I'm not even gonna lie, especially given how good the first one is. To just like fuck it all up. Yeah, that's what I heard. I mean, maybe I'll see it eventually. I kind of don't want to because it does sound bad. Professor Hulk from the comic is way better than the MCU. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. The MCU Hulk was such a fucking lame piece of shit. Are you talking about the guy who was in the Avengers sequels? Yeah, like the little boy Hulk or whatever. The X-Men is powerful as are actually a perfect counter to Ghost Rider. For some reason, Cyclops beams can hurt Ghost Rider, and also Rogue can just straight up steal his power, but it hurts her, so takes it. Oh, really? That's actually pretty good. That's pretty cool. I want to see a Wolverine versus Hulk movie. Both characters would be enemies at first, but come to find out they have a lot in common. Both, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like both the Hulk and the Wolverine have so much in common. They're both like these feral beasts who are extremely strong and pretty much invulnerable. And like they did hint at it in the Deadpool movie, Hulk versus Wolverine. But like, dude, I want to see like a whole movie involved with that. Make it like the Hulk like somehow escapes or like he's on the run, and that the X-Men have to try to hunt him down because the Avengers are off doing some dumb shit. Like that'd be cool. Velma was canceled. Yeah, I heard about that. I mean, good riddance, man. That fucking show was awful. I never watched season 2, but I watched like 4 episodes of season 1, and yeah, holy fuck, that show was bad. I remember seeing a clip where Peacemaker was basically calling out Batman for no killing rule. Yeah, I saw that too. I actually kind of want to watch Peacemaker too because I heard that's actually a really good show. But yeah, there's a scene where someone said, you're no superhero, you're no Batman, and then he pretty much throws shade. He's like, you kill heroes or you kill people, you're no hero. And he said, well, sorry, I can't be like Batman who catches the same fucking psychopathic clown just to put him in jail and for him to break out and kill thousands of people again. He's like, in my mind, Batman's a villain. So I was like, yeah, I can see that. We can learn a lot of Batman and Joker. Batman is all about pragmatic planning for the future, and Joker is all about rejection of society BS, just too extreme. Yeah, it's just like kind of like how Joker and Batman are both kind of crazy, but they're on whole separate spectrums of how they were raised in this world. Like you have Joker all about ending civilization and how society failed him, and all these things like bad stuff that I can kind of see. And then Batman's all about having rich parents and all this stuff, but they both have trauma. They both have their own goals, really, right? They're just really good. Like that's why they say Batman versus Joker is like the perfect pairing of two clashes because they're so alike but they're so different. Also, fourth wall breakers. Every time Ghost Rider uses a stare on Deadpool, who has knowledge of the fourth wall and turns him back into Johnny. So in theory, She-Hulk and Deadpool can beat him. I could see that. I could see them using the fourth wall break as an actual power. That's so crazy. They turned Hulk into a joke after they fought Thanos and he got his ass kicked by him. That's what I'm saying. I understand Thanos being the shit out of Joker because Thanos was no joke, especially when it came to just raw strength. But like the fact that they turned Joker into like this little like rub at like Viagra or like erectile dysfunction kind of comments, they kind of turned the Hulk into a joke, which kind of the same treatment they gave Thor. It's like not everything in these Marvel movies need to be humorous. Like some of the more cooler parts of the Marvel universe is the like actual serious nature. Aside from like a Deadpool movie, there's just way too much humor in a typical Marvel movie where it's just like, yeah, you get it. Hulk got his ass beat. Now he's having issues bringing the Hulk out. It's kind of like a penis. Ha ha ha. It's like okay, but like you're completely ruining the plot now because it's convenient that the Hulk isn't around right now. It's just, dude, it's just so dumb, bro. How do you feel Henry Cavill as Wolverine in the MCU? I like Hugh Jackman and only want him to be the Wolverine. Yeah, I mean, I can see the Calverine being Wolverine, but I think even he knows that there really is only one true Wolverine, and that is the Wolverine. That is Hugh Jackman. I mean, he's a perfect Wolverine. I like the idea of Henry Cavill going off and doing his own Warhammer universe. I fucking love. I don't know if you guys like this, but know this, but I like Warhammer. I'm not too knowledgeable about the universe just yet. I've been watching some lore videos, but like I think it would be so cool for Henry Cavill just to go off and do his own thing. Like don't even get involved with DC and Marvel anymore. Just go off and do your own separate universe because you clearly are too good for this like you're too good for Marvel, you're too good for DC. You're too good for The Witcher. Just go off and do your own separate universe where you can have creative control. Because he clearly has a vision. He's a gamer. He knows what's up. Just go do your own universe. That's what people want to see. You know what I mean? And like, I really wouldn't want to see him as the Wolverine because, first of all, I just don't think that the Wolverine can be replaced by anyone else aside from Hugh Jackman. But like, I don't think he would have enough creative control of the character. So it's. I think he's going exactly where he's meant to go, which is his own Warhammer universe. Did you see X-Men 97? I did not. I skipped that one. It's insane because I didn't watch the show, but I saw the trailer and the clips online. My thing is the show wasn't based on Scooby Doo, then it would be decent and wouldn't get the hate it got. I mean, even then, it still wasn't a very good show. Like I understand where you're coming from, but even then, the show was just kind of garbage. The jokes weren't very funny. The humor was literally from Mindy Kaling, who has the humor of like a boomer. It just boomer trying to be relatable to Gen Z. It just wasn't really a good show, bro. Joker would be the kind of villain that would walk up to Batman's door and ask if he ask for help if someone else kicks his ass. Yeah, that's just it. Like there's a scene that's like one of my most favorite scenes in DC like in general is when some guy, I think it was Scarecrow, reveals that Batman is Bruce Wayne, and Joker loses his shit. Like the Joker loses, he ends up throwing him on the ground. He's like, "That was part of the fun, is not knowing who he was." He was like, "That was part of the charade." It's like a game for the Joker, right? Like not knowing who Batman is part of the fun of the game. And then he finds out he's some billionaire like playboy who dresses up as a vigilant, bat at night. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, you just ruined it for me. And it's like, yeah, because like Joker's sick in the head. He thinks it's just a game. He thinks it's just, there's a weird symbiotic relationship between Batman and Joker, right? Also, speaking of Thanos, the stare doesn't work on him either. In fact, he likes it when Ghost Rider uses stare because Thanos is just a freak in the comics. Yeah, dude. Thanos is on a whole nother fucking level, dog. Let's not forget Hulk gets madder, he gets stronger, and he can reach world breaking. Exactly. No, the Hulk is literally like lives off of anger, right? The more you piss him off, the stronger he actually can and gets, right? Like that's the huge thing. I want to smash Hugh Jackman. Hey man, you're not the only one in this chat or in this live stream. Honestly, I never watched a Marvel movie. I saw the first 10 minutes of the original Avengers and piece of Black Panther. I don't think like I'm missing much with the sharp downfall of the new stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I mean like even like before they Marvel started having a downfall, the like like Ant-Man wasn't very good. Like I haven't really liked it, man. That's a man, dude. That's a man. You're just a boy. That's a man. Exactly, like who hurts Mindy when she was a kid? Also, who is the show for? Because it's not for Scooby Doo fans. Exactly. When I made my original video talking about when the trailer dropped, I was like, who's this for? Like, it's clearly not for Scooby Doo fans because it really has nothing to do with Scooby Doo. It's not for people who want to watch something funny because the jokes just aren't funny. It's not really a thriller detective show. Who's it for? Who's it for? It's just for her to be a self insert. Oh, and speaking of Ghost Rider, don't take it as a fact, but I heard Ryan Gosling is going to be the new Johnny Blaze because Nicolas Cage says he doesn't want to do it anymore. I can see Ryan Gosling being I can see Ryan Gosling being Ghost Rider. I can see that. That would actually be huge. I can understand why Nicolas Cage doesn't want to do it anymore. Hugh Jackman more like huge huge. Oh, dude, do you know how bad I wanted to get my hands on those Xbox controllers? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? You guys know what I'm talking about when it comes to those Xbox controllers with the fucking with the little back pads. I know you guys know what I'm saying. There was a couple late nights where I was looking at those images. Mealy Kaling is disgusting. She unconsensually forced herself on a male coworker, kissing him and then threatening to have him fired if they broke. Yeah, I know. Mindy Kaling's just a garbage person, right? And a lot of people are saying, "Oh, you don't like the show because it's woke, or you don't like the show because Velma's Asian or fucking Indian or whatever now." And it's like, no, just Mindy Kaling is such an insufferable person, and she's garbage, and her humor isn't even funny. She just self-insert herself into the show and bitched about her own problems in her life. But yeah, if she was sexually assaulting her coworkers, yeah, she can get fucked. The thing is with Marvel movies is that they just nerf the Hulk in every single movie he's in. Exactly. Same with Thor, man. Like Thor is so fucking powerful in the comic books. You know, in the Marvel movies, the only time he's powerful is when he gets was it icebreaker or whatever it's called or whatever breaker. That's when he becomes pretty powerful and like when he like realigns the star, you can see how strong he is. Yet we expect him to contend with any other Earthlings. Like I'm gonna say this right now. All right, third most controversial thing I'm saying this stream. I think Thor is the most powerful Avenger. Honestly, not really in the Marvel movies, but in the or in the Marvel comics, Thor is the most powerful Avenger. I let Hugh Jackman take me out. Facts, dude. Did you guys see when someone was like wrote in his Instagram saying like Hugh Jackman like something about sexual with him, and he sent her a DM saying, "Can you please stop like leaving weird comments?" Like, dude's just a class act, bro. Basically, it's Mindy's way of being self-entitled is what she's. Yeah, it's kind of like well, the way I'm trying to explain it is it's just like you watch it and you're like, this is just Mindy as Velma. Like that's just it. Like she's complaining about things about her personal life in the show. She's bringing up topics that only she has to deal with. Her humor is that of Mindy Kaling. Like it's not like some like they got some comedy writers to come in and write the show. It's literally just her fucking inserting herself. Basically the way I'm trying to explain it is it's just her. You watch Velma and it's just her. Didn't she also get sued by Egypt because she made a documentary overwriting their history with Cleopatra and decided to make her black for representation when she was a real person from Greece? Yeah, that was a whole thing too. I was kind of like really looking into that when it happened. It was her and Will Smith's wife or ex-wife, whatever fucking was a goddamn whatever her name is. Yeah, they pretty much said that the literally the trailer is like whatever the history books told you about Cleopatra, they're wrong. She was black. Even though there's actually no history to say that she was black, and it's actually more in line with her having a like a Greece background. Like she also her sculptures more in line with someone who was like lighter than what they're claiming. Just because she was in Egypt doesn't mean she was fucking black. Like shit like that pissed me off. When you start rewriting history, that makes no sense to me. Like especially when you're trying to make it seem like it's real history. Don't be spewing bullshit. Like same with documentaries. Like put as much honesty as you can in those documentaries. Don't make a documentary of your just political opinion about a topic. And to be fair, Ryan Gosling does look like book Johnny Blaze. I'm just going to be the first to say that Nicolas Cage looks nothing like. Yeah, but Nicolas Cage at the time was like the big star. That's why they had him as Ghost Rider, is because he was like the big action star during that time period. So they're like, oh, we got a grizzled man here, Nicolas Cage. Let's just put him as Ghost Rider. I mean, Nicolas Cage was good in the first Ghost Rider movie. It's just after the second one, he just starts spazzing out, and I'm like, dude, what's. Yeah. Just kind of like he does in real life. But if a male actor did the same thing Mindy did, he'll be locked up and fired. Yeah, yeah, that's kind of how it goes, man. That's literally kind of how it goes. Unfortunately, the Hulk is busted, dude. Honestly, the Hulk is like super powerful, but they gotta dumb him down in the fucking like, they gotta dumb him down in the movies, even though he's like so fucking strong. Don't gotta be gay to appreciate a hot guy. Exactly. I kind of say it as like being hungry. You can look at food, but doesn't mean you necessarily want to eat the food. You know what I mean? Like I can recognize a good-looking guy. But don't go thinking I'm gay or any of that stuff. Hulk can keep trying to lift that hammer, he won't be able to. Exactly. Exactly. You just summed it up perfectly. Like Hulk can try to lift the hammer, but it's Thor's hammer. Like Thor is the most powerful Avenger. It's just that simple, dude. Like if you just think about Thor in general, like dude's a fucking god, right? He has lightning coming out of his fucking every orifice of his body. He has lightning. He is the strongest Avenger. I don't want people saying, "Oh, well, Captain Marvel is the strongest." Bull fucking shit. Captain Marvel is not the strongest. Thor is by far the strongest Avenger. Dude's a god. As somebody who has went through sexual harassment, like it really does happen, and it needs to be more normalized. Yeah, exactly. A lot of guys unfortunately do go through a lot of sexual harassment, and it's not taken as serious as like when a woman's sexually assaulted. Don't get me wrong, I still think any sort of sexual assault is bad, women or men or whoever. But I think like in terms of men, like you like talk about it, you're gonna make get made fun of. It's fucking so bad. Like I think we've all been in really awkward situations where we don't want to be touched or felt up, but we feel inclined to just let it happen because we're dudes. And that's not how it should be. That's not how it should be at all. They nerfed so many Marvel and DC characters. If they were going to put going all out Superman, Thor, Hulk, Captain Marvel would destroy the world. Yeah, exactly. Like Avenger level threat. They say Avenger level threat. Yet, aside from like someone like Thanos or like even that, like even Thanos, as powerful as he is, I still think the Avengers would like fucking run him through the mud. Honestly, you know what I mean? Like Silver Surfer comes in. Like, dude, these guys are just so fucking strong. I'm so happy Velma show got canceled. I'm surprised they even got a fucking second season. She was greasy. Mindy Velma, Fred is just a white dude with a small dong. OG Velma, Jinkies, shut the fuck up, you insufferable bitch. Yeah, dude, it was just bad. Like, the white dude that they have who's supposed to be Fred, they made him just this rich narcissist asshole who has a small penis and like is a big crybaby and oh, dude, it was just her own like political opinions about things being pushed into a show. It was just bad. What ruins shows and movies are the producers being narcissistic and protecting their own egos. Exactly. Like I think your main goal in making a movie or show, even if it's your own like vision to make a movie a certain way, is to like just make a movie that people want to see. Right? You don't want to release a product that people don't want to buy, right? Like you want to release a product that people want to see, right? And why would someone want to see the Velma show? No one cared about it. It wasn't advertised to the right people. Was it for like the single wine moms that think this kind of humor is funny in 2024? Like it just fundamentally made no sense. You took an IP that people love. People love Scooby Doo. Even to this day, people absolutely adore Scooby Doo. So why would you take an IP that everyone loves and take everything away from it that actually makes it so lovable and amazing? Right? Like the whole formula of Scooby Doo is so fucking simplistic. Four kids, one's probably a stoner, one's a dog, or five kids or whatever, how many. They go out in this fucking mystery van and they go solve crimes that are usually very simplistic. Like you kind of know who the villain is immediately, but then they rip the mask off and they go, "Oh, you darn kids." It's such a simplistic formula, but people absolutely love it. Why change it? It's fine. Yeah. Yeah, it's good you got over it, man. That's so shitty to hear, dude. The Powerpuff Girls reboot suffered the same fate. Exactly. Like, I'm not saying you can't add things and change the formula a little bit. That's completely fine. I like when studios add their own little like bit of lore and stuff because in my personal opinion, I go with the rule of cool, which a lot of people do. Which even if it's lore breaking, if it's cool, I don't give a fuck, right? If they add it and it's cool and it doesn't really affect much things, sure, why not fucking add it, right? The rule of cool. But if you just tear things away and change the lore for the sake of changing the lore to the point where you're actually just making an incoherent, shitty story, if you change the base lore that's super good and the fans love to make a really shitty version of what you're trying to represent, no one's going to care about that. They're just going to keep going with the base lore. I mean, to be fair, Thor is a god, so of course he's going to be more powerful. Yeah, exactly. Just from like band to band, Thor is just the most powerful Avenger. Grown ass man simping over a kindergartner. Jesus fucking Christ. Wait, hold on, I missed that. Jake Goldman, a co-writer for them, self-inserted in the series. His character literally had a crush on Blossom. That's fucking weird, dude. Like self-inserts like that are so fucking creepy because like what does it say more about the writer that's doing it, dude? Yeah, there was a girl who thought it was funny to like rub her ass on my lap, and I was like extremely embarrassed. But it turns out I wasn't the only one, and we told on her. Yeah, that's like shit like that. Like women can't just be going around doing that. Men, women, it doesn't fucking matter. You keep your shits to yourself, unless the person is enthusiastically consenting to what you're doing to them. Don't fucking do it, man. Like holy shit, bro. Like it's so fucking gross. Like that one girl, the one TikToker who like was rubbing up on that drunk TikToker guy and she got called out for it and she made like a fucking dance routine apology. Like that shit was so bad. And like if a dude did that, they would be canceled. They wouldn't even be able to make an apology. I mean, she didn't get in much trouble though. She got after school and that was pretty much it. Yeah, of course, right? I only hit a woman in self-defense. If any gender assaults me, I'm not letting that happen. Yeah, dude, I'm intersex. Okay, if a woman's trying to beat my ass, I'm giving her a fucking, I'm socking her. I don't give a fuck. If you have the kind of, if you want to come pick a fight with me, you better accept the fact that I'm gonna fight back as if you were the same size as me. Okay, at the end of the day, I'm not intersex. I'm like Batman, bro. I'm not intersex. I'll fucking fight anyone. Except for maybe a child. Maybe a child I'll like throw to the side. But who do you think is currently the current roster of the Avengers right now in the MCU? Oh, dude, that's actually a really good question because they like mixed it up a lot. I mean Hawkeye's still around, right? So I'm assuming it's Captain America's gone, but we have Captain America, the one dude, Mackie, or whatever his name is. He's definitely an Avenger right now. I don't know if Thor's going to be around. I'm assuming Thor's going to be around. Captain Marvel, I think, is still around. We have young girl Hawks now, or Hawkeye. We have She-Hulk. I don't know if she's going to be an Avenger. Dude, it's just the MCU is so complicated right now because who knows how much time's going to pass when we get to what's the next one? Secret War? Is that the next Avengers coming out? Is it Secret War or is it Doomsday? It's one of those two. I actually don't know who the roster is going to be. Plubius, you're skipping comments. I apologize. Thanos becomes a god once he got all the Infinity Stones. Yeah, yeah, he used them to destroy him. So even though he could have just doubled the resources, skipped a couple. Yeah, I apologize for that. I just kind of scroll just so I can keep up with the current comments, the current talk. Cough, cough, Prime and Lunchley. Oh, good lord, dude. Scooby Doo in the 2000s live action and cartoons were the shit. I got so much love for the gang because the characters and their dog remind me of me and my friends. Yeah, it was just kind of like a group of friends going out and solving mysteries. It was just so simplistic in its nature, but it was like everyone loved it. And I agree. I actually still to this day love those old Scooby Doos, especially when they did like collabs with like Kiss and like Batman and all these other collabs. I thought that shit was so funny and like it's just a good overall show. And then recent Scooby Doo has absolutely fucked it. I don't know what they've been doing right now. I've experienced a false allegation. I got falsely accused of sexual harassment at college. I offered a girl a hug, and she said 5 days later it was unconsensual to the dean. I didn't get in trouble. Yeah, that's just fucking stupid, dude. If someone consents to a hug, they can't later fucking backtrack on it. God, don't even get me started on the Powerpuff Girls reboot. Oh, fuck, I haven't even looked into that stuff. I've been like trying to not hate watch things. Seriously, who would have had a crush on Blossom? Yeah, no, that shit's fucked. Is it wrong to say that I like to be cool Scooby Doo show than Velma? No, that's not wrong. Heard I'm intersex and had a heart attack. No, in terms of like fighting, I'm intersex. I don't care if you're a girl, boy, whatever. If you're like trying to fuck me up or like try to fight people I love or whatever, I'm fighting you. I don't give a fuck. Publius, you know any martial arts? I took Taekwondo for like 2 years, but that's pretty much it. And I took it like when I was like younger, so I don't know if I know anything anymore. And I took a little bit of training for my job in self defense, so some like Muay Thai and stuff like that, just like ground and pound stuff. But I also took like 6 months of boxing, so that's pretty much all I know. Haven't really done any of that stuff since, but damn, Plubius, you said these hands are ready for. Yeah, exactly. No, like for sure. Like I feel like anybody should be able to defend themselves. Doesn't matter what gender they are. Honestly, until I put Doctor Doom, Ghost Rider, or the Sentry in it, I'm not watching another MCU movie. Not even Spider Man. Yeah, I heard whatchamacallit, Venom just came out, right? Or is it coming out? Should have renamed it Mindy and make her own cartoon. Yeah, exactly. Let people who want to watch that watch that. Don't try to bandwagon off Scooby Doo fans. Oh yeah, the live action Scooby Doo's were good. They were silly, but they were good. Yeah, exactly. No, I actually kind of like the one, especially the one where they go to the like the what was it, the monster, what was it, Monster Island or whatever. That movie's so bad, but it's so good. The Sentry, for people who don't know, is basically he's got Superman's power, but I think he's also more interesting because he has an alter ego named Void, and was the one that beat World War Hulk. Oh, really? I wonder if he's gonna show up in Planet Hulk. The OG Powerpuff Girls were cooler than the reboot. Yeah, dude, like the old Powerpuff, like I actually liked those characters. Like they were actually kind of cool. I don't really remember them that much, but I remember as a kid absolutely loving them. Just the way they interacted and talked and fought that one monkey dude. What would you do with the Infinity Stones? I probably wouldn't use them at all. I feel like that kind of power we shouldn't be wielding. Just I know that's kind of like the philosophical way to think about it, but in terms of the Infinity Stones, I don't know. Because like you could just say cure world hunger and use them, but like at what point does it stop? You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's actually a really good question. I don't know what I would do with them. Because I can't, vanquish all evil. I can't get rid of all the pedophiles because that's just not how the world works. So I don't know. Maybe I'd just destroy them just so no one else can get their hands on them. Fun fact: the girl who played Velma in Hawkeye's wife in the MCU. Oh, really? That's actually kind of interesting. If you're a woman and you put your hands on me, I'm throwing you in the trash can because you want to act like trash. You're gonna get treated like trash. Exactly. No, I feel like you just don't assault anyone. What's up with the timing of this stream? Like when did I start? Just 6 p.m.'s easier for me. It's just it kind of goes more in time with like my actual schedule. But if we're talking about like delay or anything like that, that might just be my internet. If the Infinite Stones were outside their own universe, they are paperweights. Yeah. Well, yeah, they literally showed that in Loki. How that someone has like a drawer of them. I mean, I might watch Venom. Null is an S tier rated villain, but I'm probably just going to watch it when it releases on like streaming platforms. Right, platforms. I'm not going to go to the theaters. Yeah, I'm not. I rarely go to the movie theaters anymore to like watch anything. But yeah, I mean, it might be good. There might be a Spider-Man cameo. I guess we'll see. Yor Pakai. Moto Jojo. Yeah, that was his name. I'm not joking, man, but there's actually an episode where Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup are twerking. I'm just thinking, who thought of this? Is that in the new one? Because that's fucking, dude, what the fuck kind of like Teen Titan Go bullshit is that? The Rowdy Rough Boys showed up in one episode in Powerpuff Girls and rebooted only one cameo. Hey, Ploob, you keeping any of these streams up for this week? I'm probably going to keep them all up, honestly. Might as well keep them all up. So some of you guys can rewatch it. It's nuts how women can bend the rules and men get their lives ruined if a hug is considered sexual somehow. But men get assaulted by women and no one cares. No wonder men hate higher suicide. Yeah, it's just I think like as a society we kind of need to fix the whole like, oh, men need to be like more mentally mature and like their mental health doesn't matter and women can abuse them and belittle them, and it's not okay. We're all people at the end of the day and we all deserve the same treatment. Like I don't understand why people think that just because a woman sexualizes a man doesn't make it any better than when a man sexually assaults a woman, right? They should both be treated to the same severity. Equivalent exchange, unforeseen consequences, even if you use them for good, I suppose. Yeah, it's kind of like the whole concept of like going back in time to change something. It's kind of like time always corrects itself. It's like a stream in the water. If you put a pebble in the water, it's just going to recorrect itself. It's kind of one of those things. Or I feel truly if you try to change something on a like a global level, um, with like things like the Infinity Stones, eventually it's just going to correct itself, or you're going to break a timeline or whatever they say. Not just the Infinity Stones, but the Death Note 2 might want to stay away from that. Yeah, the Death Note 2, like Death Note's such a good anime, and it really goes to show like how how long that would like or how bad that would, and how like much it would manipulate people's minds. Like Kira already started, or Light started with like these kind of crazy ideologies about the human race and like just society in general. So of course, when he gets a book to deem if people can live or die, of course he's gonna use it, and he kind of goes crazy, right? Kind of gets this god complex, and we see it throughout the entire anime. But also, Light was extremely smart. Just got off work, just chilling, about to finish Persona 3 Reloaded. Hell yeah, dude. I just finished that a month ago. I had to get my brother to help me with like some OP builds. So I had like a Buzzle Bug and like Death, and I had them like the highest you could get them. No, I meant new comments are being posted, but you're too busy reading existed ones. Yeah, because I kind of click on ones faster than when I'm reading, because I just want to kind of get to the next comment. So yeah, just kind of listen to what I say and not like the comment I'm posting. Yeah, it was in the reboot. That's fucked, man. Womanhood is destroying society. I wouldn't necessarily it's womanhood. It's more like just like extreme feminists and just how society deem women and men nowadays. It's just like, I thought we were all equal, right? Like I feel like a penis or a titties doesn't change how you're treated in society, right? Like I wouldn't treat a woman any different than I would treat a man. And that goes to show when it comes to fighting too, right? So it's like I just don't understand why like some sexual assault cases are treated differently just because it's a woman doing it. It's like I saw a clip and it was like some Fresh and Fit podcast or something. And some woman like took her ass out and started like shaking it next to the guy, and he got up and kind of like walked away, and they ended up kicking her out of the podcast. People are like, "That's not sexual assault." I'm like, "Yes, it is. Yes, it is. If a dude came over and started shaking his ass on a girl, she would claim that's sexual assault." No. Hey, what's up, Mike? Woman hierarchy. Someone explain to me how Captain America can go back in time and live life with Peggy and nothing changes in the timeline. I think something might have got changed, but they probably don't really talk about it. I actually don't know how that goes. About playing episode with Aegis. Hell yeah, dude. I never played Half-Life, I fear. Dude, Half-Life's so good though. Wasn't until Johnny Depp won his trial that people actually started taking our abuse seriously. Yeah, and even then, Johnny Depp still has people like accusing him. Even though I watched the entire trial, I was working during that time and I had nothing to do but watch the trial. So I don't even want people accusing me of that I'm like not informed. Is every step of that trial just informed me more about how she's crazy and she actually was the one abusing him. Even though I don't think Johnny Depp is like fully mentally there, I still don't think he would ever hit a woman, right? He just doesn't seem like that kind of guy, and it shows in the court case. You know, what would be insane if someone actually made a sex book? What is that? What does that even mean? A sex book? It's called smut. Oh my God, you're talking about Death Note. Oh my God, dude. By the way, when GTA 6 coming out again? No clue, dude. I haven't really been paying attention to GTA 6 in forever. I just kind of gave up. It's kind of like counting down for Christmas. You just kind of ignore it and it comes a little bit faster. I think we would all use the Death Note the same way too. The rules of consistent use. Who else would you kill but criminals? And having to do it consently, uh, constantly. Anyone could be Akira. Yeah, exactly. Like Kira starts off as kind of an anti-villain, but then he starts killing like FBI detectives, anyone who gets in his way. He killed an innocent girl just because she was like a little bit suspicious of him, right? And he ended up just straight up killing her, right? Like he ends up getting way too carried away. He starts killing criminals that haven't even been tried yet. He let it get to him. It's specifically some of these man-hating feminists that are the issue. Yeah, exactly. I don't have like issues with women in general. It's just like the man-hating feminists who I don't know who like are so fucking hateful, dude. Yeah, I'm speaking of World War Hulk, Ghost Rider, Thor, and Sentry. The only heroes that could beat World War Hulk. Oh, that's crazy. Makes sense. People would rather debate about simple-minded problems like people just can't think for themselves. Facts. You ever played Team Fortress 2? Because some people are trying to make Team Fortress 2 famous again. I've never played Team Fortress 2. When I had my computer, I was playing CS:GO a lot. The reason that Sentry beat Tim, I think Thor was going through a resurrection. Ghost Rider said, "You know what let him have his vengeance in Sentry? That was the only one thing that stopped him." Yeah, that's crazy. He sounds hella powerful. Amber Turd is insane. Pooping in a bed is crazy, yo. Facts, dude. If you're wondering how they all beat Thor, it's Thor is a literal god. Ghost Rider's soul attacks are potent enough to turn him back in a banner. The Sentry has a power to somewhat absorb the energy. Yeah, I feel like that's really the only way you would beat a Thor or beat a Hulk is by like turning him back into Bruce Banner. But I mean, they sedated him though. Like I think Iron Man sedated him with the Hulk Buster. But that's also fucking Iron Man who was able to do that, and he just barely won. They end up destroying a shit ton of stuff. They end up destroying like a construction building. But anyways, I'm probably gonna end the stream here, guys. Probably gonna go make dinner real quick. But yeah, I appreciate all you guys coming in and watching. We're gonna be live again this time tomorrow. So it's gonna be a 6 p.m. stream again tomorrow. Same place, same day, dude. Well, not same day. Same place, different day. Different day. What about Gary's mod? Because do people used to be on there using mods, messing with players, and having a good time. Yeah, I played Gary's mod. I played Gary's mod with my friends, but I never played like Team Fortress or anything like that. It'd be cool to have Yandere to have a Yandere girlfriend. I don't know about all that, man. I don't know if having like a super psychotic girlfriend would be beneficial. Have a great night, Ploob. Yeah, you too, Empath. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it a night. I'm just gonna go eat because I'm actually starving. I'm freezing, so I kind of want to go like fucking get into a blanket or something because I'm freezing. But yeah, stream will be back again tomorrow at 6 o'clock. So yeah, it's gonna be tomorrow, Friday. Was it today? Wednesday? Is it today? So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Wednesday, Thursday, and then Saturday. And then I'm gonna be posting my next week's stream schedule on Sunday. So, but yeah, you guys all have a good night. I appreciate you stopping by. People, people still play Gmod. Actually, surprisingly, there's a huge community in the role playing section when it comes to Gmod. But yeah, you guys have a fantastic night. I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow for sure. That's batshit crazy. All right, guys. I'll see you later.